Alright, so welcome back here to game number 3 of the 4-game night. I am EGAD. I'm going to be joining you guys for live gaming, taking on LGD. LGD did suffer a loss to Immortal Magneto Gaming. This should be a good set for you guys. I'm just getting back into here. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let me put the overlay back on. But this is going to be the 3rd game for tonight here at the SLTV Star Series Season 11. Once again, I hope you're having a good time. Hope you have a good morning, night, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for you guys. We all enjoy Dota. Doesn't matter when, doesn't matter where, as long as it's good Dota. Last game, Refresher Anti-Mage. Gotta say, Refresher PA I think is a little bit better. But Refresher Anti-Mage, he tried. He kind of stumbled a bit. But either way, it just wasn't meant to be. Speed Gaming had the early lead, but man, IG came out ahead in the back of the help of EGAD or Burning for that. But now we're on to the next game. So it's going to be live gaming here, XZ, XCT, all the single letters. XDD, Super, 5400, a little bit of numbers in there too. But LGD, I'm sure after their loss to IMG, who I believe is going to be one of the underdogs here. Honestly, they're a really good team. They're 4-1, I believe, in SLTV. So keep an eye out for them for sure. The bans, they came on through already. It's going to be the Brewmaster and Batrider away, while the Void will follow suit from LGD. LGD seem to really hate Void, as they do ban him away just about every time. I wouldn't be surprised if Skywrath Mage follows suit either, because the Chinese teams seem to have this tier list of Skywrath being on top, and there it is. And he cries. You hear that? I don't know if you heard that, but he's sad. He's Bible thumping all over the place right now. And they first pick Ogre. This is literally the exact same thing that IMG did. They saw the Skywrath get banned, they saw the Void get banned, and they just went straight to Ogre. So live gaming, prioritizing that Ogre as one of the main supports. Jakiro is still available if they want to go for that. But we'll have to see. So LG will pick up a very... Oh, okay, hello. They pick up 2 of the better picks here from Tidehunter and Jakiro. I love the pickups there. Great initiation. But from what we saw from last game, all you need to do is just build a BKB on everybody. If you can find the goal to get BKBs on everybody, Tidehunter's literally useless, even with Refresher, from what we saw. So pairing up with the support duo is going to be the IO. Or the Wisp, whatever you want to call him. I remember him back in the day in Dota 1. The good old days of Dota 1 where he was pretty damn good. Oh man, I played Dota way back when in early beta. Like Rikamaru's ultimate used to be the Death Ward that Witch Doctor has now. Tree Amp Protector used to be able to root himself in place and become a tower. His ultimate also spawned a tower, which was actually ridiculously stupid, and it had like a 6-minute cooldown or something like that. The bans coming out there will be the Disruptor and the Naga from the live gaming side. Naga Siren, another big priority ban. Tiny gets banned out, so they can't go for the Tiny Wisp, but there's still plenty of other options to pair with that Wisp. You can go for an Anti-Mage, you can go for a Phantom Assassin, if you really want to. Phantom Assassin, I think, is one of the better combos, because those crits, you know, pray to the RNG gods, put a Bloodlust on top of it, get an Omni Knight, and just repel her. Hell, just, there you go, you're set. That's a composition right there.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
So I'm interested in what carry live gaming is looking to get over here. Morphling wouldn't be too bad either. Bloodlust and I forget what is the attack speed boost called. Overcharge. There we go. Bloodlust and Overcharged when you're tethered to somebody are absolutely ridiculous to deal with. And there's the PA ban. So I'm assuming that they were looking for something like that.
Dire team pick.
Ember Spirit gets picked up here. So taking away another carry that I would be paired well with. If they go for an Anti-Mage, I honestly wouldn't like that pick here, but who knows? So, we'll wait. Their offlane still needs to be picked up too. They could go for a Centaur Warrunner. I love Centaur with the IO Ogre combo. And Storm Spirit. Huh. Can we see an Earth Spirit too? He's not in CM, is he? No, he's not. I don't know. He isn't CM. I want to see a Brood. Can we get a Brood and a Phoenix, please? Either one of these teams, if you're listening. I would love to see a Brood match. As we saw Vichy Gaming, Ice. went for the Brood, and then they had a dazzle support, and he was able to just shadow weave with the spiderlings that were invis in the web, and it just destroyed the laner they went up against.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And I don't know why, but I'm like having allergies right now, so I feel a little stuffy. I'm sorry if I sound weird.
Lion.
And they pick up a lion to go with the Jakiro. Oh man, that's So the finger is gonna be great. Oh, there's the Omni. So Bloodlust, Repel, Overcharge with the tether and the heals coming in from the Io. This carry is gonna need to be a one good one because he's gonna have to carry these 3 supports. But the Omni Knight could go off lane if he wants to. They could put the Ogre Magi or Magi or Magi, whatever you want to call him, into an offlane too. I love offlane Ogre, but he's susceptible to being dove, which is really rough. And they're tri-lane. What are they going to do?
5 seconds remaining.
What is this tri-lane going to do?
Dire team ban.
They ban out the, Lifestealer. Huh. Or Nyax, as he used to be called. So that would have been a great combo, but I believe Rage takes Tether off. And if you repel him, and then the repel fades, you can Rage. That's like another, like, freaking 12 seconds of Magic Immunity. And they banned the Lycan. Okay, so the mid lane still is up for grabs from LGD. They could put the Ember Spirit there for Yao, but he'll most likely take it out into the safe lane try. And, Dro Ranger would be interesting. I don't think Dro would suit this pretty well. What am I missing? I'm missing a carry right now. Terrorblade? Terrorblade would be fun. But then again, you can buff up the illusions. Actually, Metamorphosis with the illusions buffed up and you're overcharging the main one with the repel. That's pretty deadly. What's another great carry to stick in here? Phantom Lancer's terrible. I'm blanking. I'm blanking right now on what they could go for. But they're still looking on the return time here from LGD's side. They got outdrafted their game against Immortal Magneto Gaming. Like they got outdrafted really hard. And this is looking like a really good draft from Live Gaming now too. What is LGD gonna do? Where are they gonna go? Yeah, they're thinking hard, man. There's a lot of great bans here. Both teams banned each other out really well. Lycan would have rounded up LGD's lineup pretty well, and the PA or the Lifestealer would have been great for Live Gaming. This Io, what is this Io going to tether himself to right now? Storm Spirit, if he ends up balling himself out of there, that'd be pretty hard. Man, I'm excited to actually see what they're going to pick for their carry for Live Gaming right now. This is actually really has me on the edge of my seat. Like, it's down to 3 seconds. Medusa. Oh my god, Medusa would have been great for Live Gaming. Taking that away is huge. Any carry right now is great for this position. Go for an AM. Try to counter out the Medusa. You're tethered up with the overcharge. You take away the mana like crazy. Damn.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So what are they gonna go for? What are they gonna go for?
Reserve time.
If it's a carry Omni Knight, I would be very surprised. I think it's gonna be an offlane Omni Knight, and he'll farm up to get his Ags refresher combo as soon as possible. If he goes like Sanjin Yasha, that'd be pretty cool too. I remember back in the day, like just playing some normals for fun. We like played Omni Knight and he built an SNY, he maxed out the aura first and just ran and repel on himself and they couldn't do anything. He would just dive towers all the time. It was actually ridiculous. Sorry, reminiscing on the good old Dota days.
Ursa Warrior.
Ursa? Ursa? Wait, that's not going to be jungle. That's going to be XCD farming that. And it could go to the jungle too. Or, okay, I just need to see what happens with these lanes, because this is actually a ridiculous draft from them. If their supports get farmed up too, and Ogre can get a Ag Scepter, that's going to be pretty crazy. Same could be said for the Lion and Jakiro too. But we'll see. So we're going to get into this game. This is going to be game number 3 of the night. It's going to be Live Gaming taking on LGD. And I am EGAD, your caster for the night. One more game after this, and then we're good to go. And I'll just tuck myself into bed and call it a night. As this is a pretty good night, gotta say. Some good Chinese Dota coming to you guys. Hopefully some okay casting as well for you guys. But I'm more so just worried about the quality of the games, because they have been really good tonight. You know, one upset so far from the Immortal Magneto Gaming side over LGD. LGD looking for some redemption here, going up against Lai. And then IG with a fantastic comeback against Speed Gaming. All right, so it looks like we're finally into this game here. I'm interested in what the hell the lanes are going to be. Yao's going to be safe lane try. Starladder is going to be looking to go to the mid lane with the Medusa. He's pulled some tangos too. MMY on your line with an early smoke. Going to see if he can rotate on in and find some early successful ganks. And Faith, who was playing Crystal Maiden that game where they lost against Immortal, or IMG. And going to Jakiro this time. We're going to see the TIE Hunter as well. Going to be played by In July. And XZ is going to be your off lane for the Omni Knight. Well, XDD on the Ursa Warrior. I'm really interested to see if they can make this work, because Ghost Scepter just completely counters out Ursa. Super's going to be playing your Wisp. 5400 will be on your Ogre. And then XTT will be playing your mid Storm Spirit.
30 seconds to battle.
So this game already has the makings of epicness. And they spot out that ward? Yeah, they did. Tricky ward. What does that see? Let's see. That sees the camp. It can spot into who's going to be laning where. It can't see the secret shop, though. So 5400 is going to walk on in. Find In July. Just no fear. 6 armor on this Ogre. And this is going to be a farming Ogre to juggle Ursa, is it? No. They're going to farm the Ursa. Sorry, guys. I'm just really excited. I actually really love Ursa. He needs to be played more. I miss the days of when, you know, he just used to be, like, all the time picked. Alright, so he'll block up the lane, and he'll receive some support. There is no block on the pole camp, though, so this is going to be free money for these supports. As there's an invisibility ring picked up by 5400. And In July, who played a Brewmaster against the TIE Hunter last game. We'll see if he can find himself a decent amount of XP. Well, the same can be said for XE, who actually got shoved out of his lane already and almost died. And I almost missed that kill. Thank you for not dying, XE, or I would have been a bad spectator. So, the lanes are already going to be set for the carries to be farming a crap ton. And I just want to watch Ursa farm all day. I could watch Ursa farm literally forever. And we didn't even talk about the mid lane matchup. So let's cover all our bases here. XTT on the Storm Spirit will be looking to get the early Orchid and try to stop this Medusa from farming. Sylar, if he finds any kind of footing in this game, at early Lincolns, early Ring of Aquila, and he'll have a great time here. XZ with early boots too. He's just chasing down MMY. Ice Pass was leveled by Faith, but they couldn't catch him. As Omni Knight is just really freaking annoying. some cliff auto attacks coming out from both of them. He's trying to soak up the XP here. He's being sneaky on this Omni Knight. The Holy Warrior just being a little ninja right now. Even gets level too, so he's doing a good job already. In July though, not finding as much XP as him. And this Wisp Ogre combo is a very deadly roam too. You get the balls, you get Ignite and Fire Blast, and pretty much no one can kill you. And you can guarantee yourself some early kills with that. Bounty Rune is picked up by 5400, and DD by MMY. Looks like he'll hold on to that. Ice Pass connects onto XC, but he doesn't care. He's got Repel, he's got his heal. Purification, if anything. And XCT, man, he's having a tough time. One of the shorter ranges on the Storm Spirit. So going up against the Medusa is a little rough. But that Snake as well is pretty deadly too. If you get some good bounces out there, XCT can pretty much just guarantee himself that he needs to eat more tangos. He just repels forward. He just doesn't care. Look at Omni Knight go. But the auto attacks he's got to watch out for. He doesn't have that much armor. He may have a little bit higher base, but it still hurts just a bit. He can't afford to bring that back to his tier 1. The liquid fire is pretty dangerous. And look at this, 5400, man, just hunting in July. Like, you want to stack this camp? Nope. You're not going to get this. So he just backs off the high ground and just runs away. Drops an Ignite too, gonna just bash him with the club just a bit. He's like, oh, I denied your camp, and now I'm gonna punch you in the face. Just swift punches to that with the club. He doesn't have any tangos. He's gonna be forced to go back to base, and already, man, the Lai Gaming supports are setting up to keep In July down. And, excuse me, sorry for not remembering about this. There you go. Last Instant Eyes. Pretty even between the Ursa and the Ember Spirit. MNY has an early smoke too. He TP'd into mid. He's gonna look to make something happen here on XCT most likely. Yeah. So he's got level 2 in the spike. That's a 2 second stun? 1.5. 1.5 second stun. They ping out 5400, who actually could break the smoke. Oh, he saw him. He pings him. He's making sure that the stack isn't happening for In July right now. So coming on in, the smoke breaks. They're gonna get the spike on top of it. The snake is well doing a bunch of damage. They hex him up, and with that anchor smash, one more auto attack. He gets the haste. Oh my god, he's gonna run away from this auto attack, but it's not fast enough. The auto attack travels just too fast for him, and that's gonna be first blood over to LGD. MMY picking that one up. That's pretty janky looking. The auto attack chasing him down and actually being fast enough to catch him. You would think that with max movement speed, you'd be able to escape an auto, but it's not enough. Not enough at all. So the aggression from 5400 kind of bites him in the butt there, and he'll go down. So both carriers have picked up their phase boots, and that'll help the lasting significantly. And you know the thing that XCD brings here on the Ursa is the potential for an early Roshan. So there's always that threat that he could smoke into the pit and just solo it out. So we'll have to keep an eye on the pit too, to make sure that we don't miss any kind of early Roshan action. And XC also making a little bit of a drive-by to mid to drop a purification on XCT.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And it looks like this Ursa lane, man, it's forcing out In July. He's trying to soak up XP from this nice little side road he's got to the secret shop. They forced the glyph too, so that's pretty good. They're gonna get some good damage here on this tier 1. Taking a couple hundred out of it already. And with phase boots, and he's got the overpower, he can just sweep away at it, but not gonna risk it. Not gonna risk taking any damage he doesn't need to. They even keep pulling the camp too. They're just gonna deny so much away from In July. Currently level 4 to the opposed level of the level 3 of XC. He can't even lane against Yao, man. Yao's having a great time here. He's gonna have early drums and just keep the pressure mounted. Bounty denied 2 from XC. They know he's not in lane, so Yao's just like, alright, you guys do what you want. MMY, go roam out, and I'll just keep free farming. Are they ever going to attempt a dive here on In July is the question. It looks like he leveled stats. Yeah, he took a point in stats. Not going to go for level 2 Kraken Shell, no? He might be sitting on it. Unfortunately, we can't see, but I wouldn't be surprised if they try to attempt a dive, but just keeping the free farm rolling on in. Both carries are perfectly even at this point. But XCT, in the meantime, has been struggling against Sylar. He's forced to retreat back into the jungle. Sylar's able to have a free lane. He went early stick to or early magic wand, so able to abuse the fact that the remnants aren't going to work too well for XCT. And even now, XZ on the Omni Knight too. He's sitting mid. Same for In July. Both offlaners, man. They're really not able to do much here. So once again, this is probably going to be one of the slower games, and we're not going to see too much action until the ultimates are up and available, like Ravage. XC's like, I'm just going to repel myself, but Sylar's just keeping him scared. He can't even really go for last hits right now.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And MMY too is rotating on from the side. He wanted to come through the secret shop. Oh, he missed the Earth Spike. What was that? MMY. Come on, buddy. I guess it was the blind Earth Spike he was going for. Unfortunately, he ended up missing it. I thought he would peek out and get vision of XZ, but tries to go for the blind one. Tries for some style points. That would have most likely turned into a kill. It's level 4 Mystic Stake as well. This tier 1 down bot is going to get just completely destroyed by Liquid Fire too. He's maxing it. Faith is just going to keep the pushing going. They put on 5400 here too to try to do what they can. But with this, they're going to try to equal it out. The tier 1 falls and Faith picks up the last hit, and this tier 1 up top, they're trying to put the pressure on with XDD. It's 40 health within being deniable, so they have to be careful if they last hit it, or how they hit it. XCD, he's going to get overcharged, and he uses overpower, but it doesn't matter. They back off from Sylar. The TP coming in from Faith is enough to scare them away. And the Wisp Ball's not really going to do much. So again, this game is going to be very slow. A lot of PvE, a lot of Ursa just doing his thing. And XCC's finally finding himself some time in lane alone. Poor Omni Knight. Same can be said for In July. He's having a tough time too. He's finding XP where he can, when he can. And he already got his arcane boots too, which is a good step up. Once he gets his blink dagger, then we'll see most likely the early fights to come on out. XCT's kind of retreated to stacking his jungle and just using the remnants to clear out some stacks. Fortunately for himself, man, he wasn't able to lane. He's keeping up an XP though, which is good to Sylar. Giving up his lane to help out XZ just a bit. Very nice player. They smoke up top. Oh, this is going to be one dead Medusa. Sylar. Oh, the courier died too. I don't know where that died, but unfortunately, I'm going to follow this. Sylar, he's going to get pulled back. They stun him up. They're going to drop Ignite on top of him as well. He can't even use the ultimate in time. He pops the ultimate, but it doesn't matter. And that'll be Super picking that up on the IO, and this is going to be the tier 1 going down up top. Just so much damage stacked up from the Fury swipes too. So they get a nice little 500 gold out of that, and a tier 1. So that'll be the nice little gold swing for them, 500 gold. And then XP just completely evened on out. So MMY with his Tranquil Boots. 522 movement speed. Oh, that's the haste. I was like, wait a minute, what? That's not how this works. But he's got his Tranquil Boots now. He's still trying to be a presence and a nuisance around the map. But it's just really not, it's not really kicking in for him right now. He's not able to put the amount of pressure on that you would like him to do. And oh, this is a big stack for In July. Definitely much needed gold, especially with the courier that died. It had 1400 gold on it. I don't know what was on the courier, unfortunately. I'll see when it comes back up to life. Nor am I sure where it really died. It must have flew into lane for somebody. I don't know who, but who doesn't have a completed item right now? It might have been the drums for... Yeah, it must have been the drums for Yao when it died. In July's got to be careful himself. He's taking quite a bit of damage here from these dragons, as well as these pesky giant granite golems. So he's not going to risk it. He'll back off and just come back once he's healed up. And oh, there's a smoke in. This is what I was talking about. This is the pressure that Ursa brings. He's able to just destroy Roshan. 11 stacks, 275 damage. Look at that, 12 stacks. They drop a remnant inside of it though. XCD is going to be wary of this and careful. He'll just keep going though. Keep the stacks going. Look at how much damage he's just destroying this. 475, 500. Is that the max amount of stacks you get? No, it stacks infinitely, doesn't it? Yeah, it just stacks infinitely. So with that, he gets the Roshan. They're going to pop the gaze from Sylar on the Medusa, but they just back on out and are content with getting that first Roshan. So now with that pressure that they have with the Aegis, they can just push up towards this tier 1, try to threaten a fight. put Repel on XTT and they can't stop him from just coming on in. Although they should put Repel on XDD, but he's got phase boost and a Blink Dagger right now, so he can pretty much just take someone down to half-life in about 2.5 seconds. So it might be a little bit of lag, I believe. Should be some lag. Oh, they're good to go. My Chinese is rusty. I don't really speak Chinese, so it's not even rusty. It's just non-existent. So everybody's grouped up. Ravage is available. There's no Blink Dagger though. He's going straight for the mech instead. Gonna support his team with that. And there's the Repel on the XDD. Pops the Overpower, just goes straight on in. Just uses the ultimate on top of it. They're going to whittle away at that mana shield. There's so much damage coming in from XDD. And they're like, wait, we can't do anything about this. So he just blinks forward, does what he wants. They whittle away just a bit at this tier 1. And there's the drums finally coming in from Yao after the courier dying. Once again, rinse and repeat. Drop Repel. Let XDD just keep going on in. And Sylar, he got mana back. He had a bottle. He's going to blink forward. Look at this. Just keeps on going forward. Going to whittle away, take away, chip, do what he can. They find MMY in the tree line, though. They're just going to go straight for him. Ravage comes out. It's going to end up hitting on 2. And they do pop the Aegis from the Ursa. MMY, in the meantime, he's burning away just a bit. He's got to go back, use the bottle charge. And again, they're going to reinitiate onto Sylar, doing what they can. XCT just zipping around, looking for a stun. They're going to try to take out in July. They use the ground slam, and they can't do it. They just lack the damage. XCT is just not at that point. Remnanting forward, Yao just remnants back on out. And honestly, that was really sloppy, and XCT loses the Aegis for it. Where's Zeus Ultimate when you need it? You could have killed Super, you could have killed XCD there. But that dive, really, it's hard to kill Medusa, and Medusa against this lineup works phenomenally. If you're zipping on in, if you're blinking in with the Ursa, you're most likely looking at the Medusa. And you just pop that Stone Gaze and you're pretty screwed. So they have to be thinking that they're kind of worried about this Medusa right now. Zipping forward, XCT is going to pull him back in. They blink in. They're going to get Ice Pathed up on 2. They use the Purification on top of it, and the Ignite's going to slow her down. And finally, one slap takes her out, and the finger MMY just blows up XDT. They trade 1 for 1, and it's just slightly in Live Gaming's favor in the gold aspect. In the XP aspect, it's more so in the LGDs. So we're going to check out the net worth here. So no surprise there, XCD is on top. He blinks forward again. Where's he going? He's looking for Yao. He gets chained up and Hex as well. So they pop the Repel on him. He could have used that a little bit earlier. But either way, they get the tier 1. They trade 1 for 1, and they get the minor advantage out of it. They stun up in July, but oh, Kraken Shell just instantly procs. Yao, he's trying to get the chains in. He's going to go into XCD. There's the Purification. Going to blow him up just a bit, Repel on top of it, and he should be able to get out. They're going to earn charge him up too. Oh man, that snake just absolutely destroyed him. XCT, what are you doing? Yep, zipping forward and walking on back. Trying to make something happen. He doesn't have that much mana though, so he can only cover so much of a distance. And they're going to be able to find this stack here. They might want to try to deny this, but they are going to get spotted out by these 2 wards. So, what they really need is a Diffusal Blade. Nah. I mean, Diffusal Ursa isn't too bad, but then again, you could be getting better stats. You could be getting your BKB. You could be getting, like, a Basher. But Diffusal wouldn't be too bad of an item here against MMY. I mean, not MMY, against Sylar. So, alright, we're going to see the same thing happen, but in the opposite order, as LGD are going to be looking to make the play here onto the tier 1. They drop the Repel in. Look at that damage coming in from XDD onto Faith. They're going to pop the Stone Gaze. They're going to do what they can. They spike up XDT. They're just kiting around. XDD, though, in the meantime, gets help from Io to pick up that kill with the balls, but they're just trading a 2 for 1. XDD gets the Purification. He's going back in, doing what he can with the Repel. So far, he's just whacking away at MMY. Can he get the kill? He's just too fast. Look at this guy run. And he does pop him. They use the relocate in from Super. He cannot tether in because of the Repel. And in the meantime, they're getting slowed up by the Ignite. Yao cannot go back to that Remnant as it's in the team fight. Sylar's going to be possibly sacrificed here. And Yao, Remnant's up. The relocate ends, and it does bring back The Wisp to the base. Siler's just gonna get clapped out with no more mana. Yao's chasing on into 5400. They blink forward. They're doing all the damage they can. Purification comes on in. They use the repel as well to stop the chains. Why? Gaming's 5400 goes down, and Jesus, this fight is just back and forth. They had enough time for Faith to come back into this fight. Yao is chasing it down. This is going to be the Shackles as well as the Sleight of Fist. And Jakiro burns them out. So it's a double kill for Faith, and in the end, I don't even know how many people died. It's like a 4-4, I believe. Or 4-5, as Faith, as Super died and used Relocate to come back in. He bought back to Relocate, so that's a 3-for-5, technically, or 3-for-4, technically. But a big gold exchange between LGD, 2 LGD, and even better XP. And Injuly's gonna be able to clean up the stack too, so even more gold for him. But that's the problem that, you know, Ursa suffers from, is once Sylar pops Stone Gaze, he has to make sure that he is not looking at her. And a great play that Faith did was walk around Sylar, just in a circle the entire time, and make sure that, you know, that XCD is just getting kited around, which is so tough for an Ursa. So they're just gonna kind of respect each other and just stay on the opposite sides of the map and not go for anything crazy. Still, Ravage is down. Tier 1s are going to be traded, maybe even Tier 2s. And the best thing about Ursa is he pushes towers phenomenally fast. And everybody's down here. They're going to TP back up the Omni Knight, though. XZ is going to try to respond to this. He had Repel up too, but, you know, he's pretty good at wave clearing when he can use Purification. He's also almost, he's getting close to an Axe. He needs about 2,400 more gold. Sylar, in the meantime, is this a value point booster? What is he gonna go for with this? Is my question. What are you gonna do, Sylar? Scotty? Scotty, yeah. Okay, so you picked up the ultimate orb. Goes for the Scotty. I don't know why I'd be anything else. I'm just blanking all tonight. Excuse me. But now the Medusa, she's gonna be farming up crazy. She's maxing out the multi-shot. She's gonna be able to go to the camps and do them pretty fast. Especially when she has a Scotty. The Scotty's gonna go through the repel too, which is a big thing, and XCD won't be able to do diddly squad. They pop the smoke and they're looking for something up top, but they're not gonna find anything. Same thing for Injuly and MMY. MMY finally got his Blink Dagger now too. He's been saving up like all game, 20 minutes. It's really good timing for this Blink Dagger. And how close are you, Mr. Tidehunter? In July, you need about 800 more, or 900 more. And any other big items coming on out here? There's no Yules just yet for the Jakiro. XCD, he needs a BKB. Even with Repel, BKB helps out a ton. And with this push mid, if they try to initiate, they have to watch out for Ravage and for the Stone Gaze. But the same can be said if they watch out for the Ground Slam from Ursa. So they keep pushing forward, they keep putting Liquid Fire onto the tower. Just keep being annoying. They do get a two-man chain actually coming in with a Sleight of Fist. Super gets the Purification and the heal, but the Guardian Angel does not stop magic damage, so that Repel ends up killing him. Yao is able to zip away on that Remnant. XCD caught in a cool animation, but he's just going to get kited around. Yao survives just barely. It's a 1-for-1 trade. MMY goes down. 5,400 going to get caught by the Sleight of Fist and the Searing Chains. So Yao, with him surviving, thanks to that Remnant placed over here, that's going to be a 2-for-1. Both supports end up dying, so no big kills just yet. XCT has a DD room. They're going to blink on in here with XCD as they go on through. They're doing their damage that they can to Faith. One more swipe. Can he get it? Yes, he can with the Grand Slam. He does pop him. And now XCT has to run away. They're going to chase him down with the Remnant. He can't get his Blink Dagger off. He's going to get chained up, and this is just one dead bear. Poor... Can he get out? He gets the Repel. He's going to survive. He's trying to run. He's got the Phase Boost activated as well. XZ is not going to use heal to save him just yet, as it doesn't cool down. They get the multicast on a Yao. He's going to heal himself up in the middle of the fight, but he can't get it. No, he tries to use the urn to stay alive. Yao's going to get pulled back. Can they pick up the kill? Finally, they need to do it. Ignite is ticking away. He does end up dying, but they end up trading the Storm Spear for it, as well as the Omni Knight is still dead. Super falls, and the Mystic Snake from Sylar will pick up a triple kill in that engage. And that is a nightmare for live gaming. 2,900 gold now on Sylar, getting ever closer to this. Actually, he has the Scotty now for when he wants to pick it up. But that fight was. I can't even see the recap. Come on. Recap? Hello? Bliss? No? Oh, okay. Okay, Dota. I'm sorry. But here's the graph. Bam. Look at that spike upwards. That's that one fight. That's the about 1,000 plus gold swing. XP. That's another plus about 1,000 now. Swing as well. So live gaming, after losing that engage, not killing off Yao just really kind of screwed him. Oh, alright, so smoke comes on in as well from XDD. He's doing what he does best as an Ursa, stacking on up and getting these free Roshans. Some good timing for him, and they actually give the Aegis over to XTT, so he's going to be able to zip on in and not be afraid of anything. And they might catch out Faith here, which was the ping. He's going to zip on in, gets the silence up with the Orchid, putting it to good use, and bam, just actually blows him up. That relocate was unnecessary. But I guess it brought XTT closer to the lane, so he's able to farm that up at least. Actually, they relocated from here to get some XP for the kill. So, there you go. 500 gold. Bam. So, kind of sharing the Ancients. The Scotty's up for Sylar. It is near impossible to kill him right now, I'd say. They'd have to literally commit everything and four or 5 man stack on top of him to at least break the shield. To do damage to him is still almost impossible. And XTT comes on in. He baited out the invisibility rune as well as the stair, so that's really good actually. That was actually a really smart play from XTT to zip in and bait that. So they actually do end up catching out XZ, which is not good. This Omni Knight needs to not die. But that's a good pick off. They had the ward over here that spotted him out. Oh, actually, that was just placed. So they kind of were scouting him out a little bit with a smoke, I believe. And taking down the Omni means no repel for Ursa, but he's got his BKB up, and they're going to the Yell. They finally take him down. XTT is doing what he can. Ravage comes on in and stops XTT as well as Super from tethering it up, but he does zip out. They're going to take down the kill here onto the Wisp. So in a 2-for-2, actually, overall, it looks like that's pretty even, but they lose their tier 2, sadly enough. But now they see the Scotty, they see Angelai has a 4-staff, so that Ravage was pretty big. Had that Ravage not connected, the Wisp wouldn't have died, and maybe they could have kept going. But, oh, wait, no, don't disappear. No, I hate that. Damn it. So, LGD do lose a rough 500 gold from that fight, and then this XP graph, man, it's deceptive. It's not that much XP trading back and forth, but it's still a minor lead, about 1,000 for the live gaming side. Getting ever so close to his Aghanim Scepter for the Guardian Angel, make it global. Unfortunately, they took away the regen that Guardian Angel used to give. I actually think that the regen didn't need to be taken away. Like there was no reason for them to do that. But then again, Omni Knight would have been probably one of the better supports this patch had the regen stayed. Alright, so XCT finding Sylar. That's one of the more impossible kills to go for here. He doesn't have the gaze. There you go. Now he pops it. And they force the blink out, and this is the problem that they face. They cannot kill this Medusa right now. Super falls, zipping away his XCT, and they blinked out actually XDD, but he is one letter short of being dead. So now they knock him up with a spike, they drain the mana, Ice Path on top, and Angelai gets the kill on a killing spree. And this Medusa pick was the game changer for sure. It was last picked, and the Ursa was last picked too, but this was picked right before the Ursa, and they still picked Ursa into it, not having enough good carries to go with the IO. I mean, they could have still played anti-mage, but I think anti-mage would have been a little bit better, honestly. But the game would have been delayed like 40 minutes for him to get farm. I missed the kill on Storm Spirit killing Yao, but it's just the spirits fighting. Who cares?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structure
He had a DD as well, so he had the major upper hand advantage there.
is under attack.
Looks like some pings coming out. They do see XZ, MMY. He's hiding in the trees here. He's being a little sneaky.
Dire's bottom tower.
They do find him, and they're not going to go for the repel. They're not going to wait for it. So he just backs on out. They get a tier 2. They cannot stop the pushing here of the Medusa. There's nothing they can do. Silence. They need a sheep. They need a way to... They need to Scythe of Ice, which would be huge to kill Silent right now. He's almost got a Mjolnir, which will be absolutely ridiculous for his wave clear. Man, it is tough to kill this Gorgon. Oh, jeez. All they would need is, like, if Ogre Magi was on the LGD side, like, this Medusa would be absolutely insane. So, XCT, he does spot out Sylar. Is he going to go for it again? No. He learned his lesson the hard way last time, that you cannot fight this Medusa 1 versus 1. So not going to go for it. And does it? Yeah, it pierces spell immunity. So BKB, repel, it doesn't matter. The Stone Gaze will go on through. And I honestly still think an MKB or a Diffusal would be great. Here, either on the Ursa or... nah, Storm Spirit would be terrible on. Ursa would be the only main person to pick up a Diffusal. Why does the model look so much fatter when I hover over Wisp? What is this? Is it like a shield? It's like a wispy barrier? He's got Relocate available too. They use a smoke. Oh, they're really going to try to fight this right now. MMY and Yao are on the side too, so they're looking for blinks in. In July has a Force Staff to get to Ravage range. They don't see anybody. XCT's going to come on in, silencing up and using his BKB to go into Faith, but they Force Staff him back. That look really awkward as he's getting pulled back in. XCT in the meantime has to get out of there. Guardian Angel is used. XCT is tanking up everything right now in that Ursa form. They do end up stopping his TP. They use Ravage on top, but it's only a one-man Ravage as they can't find anything else, and that's going to be one dead bear. Hey, boo-boo! Ursa's dead. Oh, no. Yogi. I don't know. Can we get a Yogi Bear Ursa skin? Would that be possible? Just run around with a picnic basket in each hand and slapping people with them? But this is, honestly, I think that, like, this is almost game. The Ursa can't find anything. This Medusa pick was the game decider. Going on in, they're trying to go into Sylar. They can't do anything against it. He just takes no damage with that mana shield. XCT, he's gonna take a bunch of damage and force himself to zip on out. They use Macropyre and Liquid Fire. Yeah, the chain's on a 5400, but they can't do anything. That's just a dead tier 3 and most likely a dead melee Rex. He zips on in again, goes on a Yao. This is the only person they can most likely kill. He doesn't have a Remnant, zipping forward. Okay, Salar's out of mana now. He's got the pull in about 10 seconds. 5400 is coming over the side. Fire Blast comes in. He gets a multicast. That's good for them. Trying to do what they can. He's got the Bloodlust on top of XCT. But Salar's just tanking up a Storm, but he does finally fall. MMY is going to be the target here for XCT. They use the Fire Blast on top of it, and this is a fight that Live Gaming definitely needed. He tries to get the ground slam through the wall, but the Wisp Balls are enough. And that's a 4 for none. Finally, something happened for Live Gaming. They finally got a fight. 1300 gold over to the Storm Spirit. 3,500 gold swing, 6,000 XP, and okay, that was I would say that's a bit of a catastrophe from LGD's side. Sylar finally ran out of mana, and there's a little gold swing on the chart, and there's the big XP swing. So now they're going to try to do what they can to pressure these tier 2s. XCD, whack it away at them. Medusa's up in 8 seconds, so they're trying to get something for free. They're trying to get as much gold as they can from the map, with the Medusa still dead and with the Titan gone.
Radiant's middle tower
How much time we got Roshan here? We got another Got another minute and a half-ish left. Guardian Angel with the GA. I mean, the GA with Aghanims is available for the Omni Knight, so global immunity to physical damage is available. They're still looking for Roshan. They need this Roshan. This cheese would be absolutely huge on XTD if they could get it. But another smoke used in July. Faith, Yao, leading the charge, looking for picks. And with this Rax actually open, they could just keep pressuring up top, but they want to get this pick. Oh, Manta Style, hello. Picked up here for Sylar, so that means that the split shot is going to be going all over the place, to say the least. With 3 Medusas just whacking away. Also with that Maelstrom, he's putting in a lot of wave clearing work. They're going to actually go with the back here. They find Yao. Oh my god, what a crucial kill. They take down the Ember Spear. They're going to take down MRY as well. Guardian Angel is used. XDD taking so much damage. He's BKB through the Macropyre. He doesn't turn away, so he gets turned to stone. XDT as well as running away in the meantime. That relocate, what the hell? That was like an inch. They use the Ravaging Axe on the 3. Are you kidding me? Light Gaming, they're winning this fight. Sylar is finally alone. They can pick up this kill. They're going to do it. They're going to take down Sylar. Manta Style comes in July, up top on the hill. They relocate back XDD, but they can't stop it. A triple kill comes in from the Ursa Warrior. Oh my god. Lie Gaming, you son of a bitch. They took the fight. They win it 4 for none. The 6,000 XP again. 2,300 gold. This graph, this XP graph, boom, look at that. Just like a freaking rock cliff. Just boom, right off the side. I can just see LGD just falling off it right now. Alright, but gold as well, same story. Sorry if I'm not yelling to my fullest extent. I would be, but my roommates are sleeping. This is a disclaimer to you guys. I would actually be talking much louder than this. This is like my inside voice. Get the cheese, man. This bear loves cheese. He doesn't love picnic baskets. He loves freaking cheese, man. And Medusa's still dead for 14. They can't make any big changes on the map, but he's just zipping across. Look at him go. MMY. They have the repel. Wait, XTT, what are you doing? No, he able to charge. Oh, that's the Orchid. It took it away. All right. XTT picks up the kill. And this is actually one of the bets that was an underdog, to say the least. LGD, a little bit more favored. They were struggling against IMG last game, and or the first game of the night. And to see the underdog come out on top, I love underdog stories, you know? Lie Gaming is one of those teams that is getting to the top tier point, and if they can get a win over LGD, that'd be pretty nice for them, especially in SLTV. XTT with Repel, he's looking for more. He's got Bloodlust on top of him too. This is the buff combination I love to see. And Shiva's Guard now was just picked up here from in July. Sylar, that Manta Style. If he had picked up a Lincoln Sphere, I don't think he'd be having as much trouble this game. But he could dispel the silence from the Orchid. He dispelled the slow as well. So it works out the same. They're the pros. I'm just some lowly 4K pleb. I just think Lincolns would be pretty nice to stop either the Vortex or slows or anything for that matter. But more wave clear possible to come in from the Manta. Sylar's still clearing up. And XCT, man, he's got the God Rune. He's got the DD in the bottle. So he can pretty much solo just about anybody besides Medusa and Tidehunter. He can kill Yao for sure. Yao still has only 1200 HP. He's got the Battle Fury. And still, he's not close to his Crystallis. Oh my god, I can't speak tonight. I'm so sorry. But once he has the Crystallis, then we'll see him doing some more work. But he's really been ineffective. He's been good for chains and good for sliding. But other than that, he's really just not found too much. And oh my god, that is a Scythe device picked up on XTT. That is huge for them. And he's looking for a pick, man. He is thirsty. This Storm Spirit, man, he's like about a minute too late to go check that ancient stack. but he's hungry for some blood. The Storm Spirit must be pleased. MMY, he's got his Staff of Wizardry, but looking for the Force Staff more than likely. I don't think he's gonna get a Ag Scepter this game. It feels like it'd be a little too late for that. 5400, just gonna keep on bumping up SCT. And is that a gem? Wait, who has the gem? Oh, okay, Ogre has the gem. They almost just missed clearing that ward. Oh, LGD is smoked up. This would be a big kill if they get XTT. If they can manage to get this kill, that'd be huge. But he still has Aegis. Aegis expires in about a minute and a half. And, oh, MMY just exposes himself in the smoke. They ping it out. XTT goes forward. He's like, oh, you're going to blink on me, son. They use the Force Staff to keep MMY safe as well as the mech. They forced out a big cooldown there on the mech. So XT's pleased with that. The Storm Spirit is happy, but he gets slighted as well as chained up. So, using the Overcharge and the bottle for the Wisp, they'll heal him up. Give him the Urn, give him the DD, and they'll just rinse and repeat. Just go right back up to the fight, man. All 5 members are currently grouped up. This is Live Gaming's time. LGD, though, backing off. They still have Ravage. He went for Shiva's Guard instead of for Refresher. So I guess he's not feeling that he's getting enough farm. For sure. And now coming from the other side, it's going to be XCT. Going in with a zip, going for In July. Going to silence him up. XCD as well comes in. He's going to beat away at MMY. They just completely melt this poor innocent lion. They do get stoned up. They're going to pop the GA on top of it, though. XCT is out of mana. Here comes Super to replenish that, though. XCT going to look for something. They get Ice Path. Oh, that's a lot of damage coming on in. They use the chains, and it doesn't connect onto the Ogre and the Ursa, though. They pull face back. They're going to do enough damage to take him down, finally. But Repel is still up on XCT, so that Ravage only hits one. Shiva Ravage coming in. They pick up another. That's going to be a wicked sick and a killing spree coming in for 5400. Can they get Sylar is the question. XCT has enough mana. They're going on in. Yow! Is that a dieback? Oh my god, that looks like it is. Sylar, he's got the illusions beating away. He's beating away as his main self. They sheep him up, and XCT goes forward. He's doing what he can to break through the shield and take away all that mana. He's doing enough damage. He's beating him down. There's the Ignites coming out through. He's slowed, but they can't chase any further. And it looks like that's going to be the 4 for 1 or 4 for none in Live Gaming's favor. Let me check the recap, please. Come on, Dota. Just let me do it. There's the recap. That was a dieback. Okay, so it was a 4 for 1, a 4 for none. In the favor of Live Gaming, they're not done yet. Sylar goes forward. He's gonna get pulled against their silence. He's gonna be pushed back with the Force Staff, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna pop. And boom, there you go. XTT picks up the kill. They're looking for MMY right now. This is looking like a done game. They force the buyback out of Sylar, though. MMY falls. They're forcing the TP back. XCD, he has a heart. He's tanky as all hell. They use the Purification. XCT comes back in, and he's going to go into Faith. He's going to do so much damage. The Ghost Scepter is not enough to keep him alive with that Urn taken away. Sylar does pick up one, looking for more. Can he pick up XZ? Yes, he can. So they make it a... That was technically a 7 for 4, I believe, with all the buybacks. Yeah, that was a 7 for 4. In the favor of Live Gaming. Oh my god. They didn't even go for any racks or anything. That was just raw fighting. This is the game I like to see. Just freaking brawl back and forth. Super Smash Brothers, man. Super Dota Brothers. But now it's the LGD time to just push up the mid. Buybacks are available for everybody? It should be I, right? Yeah. Buybacks, let's go. Buybacks are available for, yes, 3 people. 2 now, with the Omni Knight buying back. Oops, there we go. So, Sylar's going to push and threaten high ground here. Yao is on the back as well. He's only got a Battle Fury. He's still really poor. He's dirt poor right now. He is bum status at this point. This tier 3 will fall. They're not going to buy back here on the Storm Spirit. Oh, there we go. Finally gets it. Will he zip in is the question. Will taking this. It doesn't look like they can stop the illusions in time, so the buyback was enough to keep them from going anything further. And Storm Spirit, I just missed. Picked up a kill on Faith. Poor, poor Jakiro. Having a tough time. Where did he die? Okay, so he died over here. And then he TP'd back. So this ward's still paying off big time. So I definitely need to get some water after this game. A little bit of the dry throat going on. And what does he have delivered to him right now? Phase boots, drum, he's got a bottle. Where's your Crystallis, man? Yeah, it was poor. This is looking like a really unfortunate game for Yao. He can't find anything. This is really sad. This is one of the poorest Ember Spirits I've ever seen. But Siler, in the meantime, still is farming up. He's getting towards his evasion there with the butterfly. Once he has the butterfly, it's going to be pretty good, but the MKB needs to come out from XCD soon. Still has Vlad's for it. Roshan is up in a rough 2.5 minutes, or it should be about a minute 45. I just wish it was a clock, man. Just put some numbers, man, like 12, 3, 6, 9. That'd be great. There's a huge wave down bot. There's a wave that built up in mid. These are two very, very catastrophic waves to watch out for. So they're all grouped up. They actually spot them out. This ward is perfectly placed. LGD, you gotta be careful to extend out. Send out the Manta Illusions, let them farm, and Siler has to stay safe. He also needs to save for buyback. I believe he has his buyback still. No, he does not. 3.5 minutes. So if he dies, that could be game. Like Z, he's almost got the refresher. He's getting close. So they let him farm up a bit. One day we'll see the return of the Battle Omni Knight. I would love to see Battle Omni Knight again. Get Battle Fury, get Sanjin Yasha, Manta Style? Nah, not Manta Style, but whatever. And with MY Invisible, he's gonna scout out. He's gonna scout out XCD. Uh-oh. This could be bad. He blinks away. Okay, so a good blink. MY can follow up, though. Can chase him out with Tranquils? Not go all the way. XCD spelled something awry in his jungle. And the butterfly is finished here for Siler, and they're going to go for Rax. Glyph isn't up for another minute and 45, so this range Rax might just be dead. Siler can just pop his Manta Illusions, keep going down with a bunch of damage. Dodges away from the Ignite. That was really good. And let's zoom out just a bit, see what we can do. Stunning him up just now. He doesn't have a Lincoln still, which is interesting. And a pause. Oh my god. Pause. Why? So let's take some time to look at some KDAs. Yao is 0-7-11. This is not looking good for him. 10-4, 10-4 for both carries from Live Gaming. 10-6 for Siler. So he's doing his best to keep this game still available for the side of LGD. Looks like they're good to go. Lag is gone. He's topped the net worth too, just by about 100 or 90, for that matter. About 110. I'm sorry, I can't do math right now. It's too late. It's too early in the morning for me. It's 5:30 in the freaking morning, man. And this, let's see, with the damage from the illusions, could go down in a couple more hits. They're still pretty tanky as well. I gotta say though, this game turned out to be way more epic than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be great with the Ursa pick, and then I thought it was gonna be sad because Medusa just completely counters out Ursa. But now, this game really just—it's amazing. This is great Dota. This is Dota you love to see. The range racks do fall, so Siler was able to get those, which is good. That's gonna guarantee that the lane just keeps pushing with those ranged super creeps. They're still waiting on the side though. Refresher is going to be coming online soon for in July as he has the Perseverance ready. Refresher is not available for XZ yet though. He's got the recipe, he's getting closer and closer, just needs the Perseverance now. And the push is still happening mid. I'm surprised they're really not like looping around here. They're trying to. They use smoke, XZ, oh XCT, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, man? He's coming from the side, 5400's there. How is he going to look to approach this right now? Look at how far back Yao is standing. They go in for the blink. They try to slow up Starladder. They do. XTT is going to go in the backline. In the meantime, pop the BKB. Go on to MMY. Force staff away again, but it doesn't matter. He's going to keep zipping and chasing around. XTT in the meantime, he gets forced back with the Stone Gaze. Slowed up with Scotty as well. This GA is going to keep him alive for a little bit longer, but the magic damage is intense. They finger him through it as well. The Ravage comes on and they're going to the Super, but it's only one-man Ravage. Super, he's trying to stay alive with the overcharge as well. Starladder's on a killing spree. They force the buyback out of XDD. It's only a 1 for none, but that's a big amount of gold exchange there. And man, XCT is having a tough time killing MMY right now. They keep force staffing him away from the vortex. And Roshan is back up. This is the cheese Roshan too. This is something that the LGD side would love if they could get this. Forcing a buyback out as well is enough for the Live Gaming side. Oh, whoa, he's going in. This is ballsy. This is one ballsy ass play. They don't even repel on him right now. Oh man. If they can get the steal, if Yao can steal this, by all means, then his 0 and 7 is made up for. So let's see. They choose not to go in for it. They get the Aegis for XCT and the cheese for 5400. He dropped something? Drop a stick? Okay. And it's funny because the Ember Spirit is still lower net worth than the Omni Knight. And Omni is definitely bringing more to these fights than the Ember Spirit right now. So they're sticking as a 5-man group. They're just going to keep on holding hands and walking together with their leader, Sylar, in charge. He's seduced everybody with his Gorgon powers, lured them into the cliffs of the river. In July, his refresher actually is going to be up in a couple hundred gold, so this is a big timing for him. This is a big time for him to shine. If he can get a double Ravage, that could signify the game, especially with buyback down for 5 more minutes from XCD. That nerf, man, to 7 minutes on a cooldown. It's so tough to deal with. If you guys weren't expecting this kind of a match or this kind of Dota from the Chinese scene, you just expected AM Farm Fest, tweet at me, tell me what you think of this Ursa pick, because I like it, but at the same time I hate it because Medusa exists. Had Medusa not existed, I would probably play Ursa every game of my life. But it's okay. Salar's doing a great job. He can get his Mjolnir, just put it onto himself and just tank everybody. Because he's a huge focus right now. They need to kill him. Refresher is online, Force Staff online too for MMY, so he can get himself away from the Vortex as soon as possible. No Yules either for Faith. He went for the Fusel Blade route. So he's going to be the person negating the zip in from XTT. I don't think they should know that he has it. But either way, you could BKB and do your thing. Refresher was picked up here from the Omni as well. So double Guardian Angel going to come out. And he only has enough mana to do it. 3. He should have enough for just 2 Guardian Angels with the mana pool that he has. So it's literally just Guardian Angel, refresh, gets to fuse, Guardian Angel again. He does not have much mana regeneration at all. If he had Arcane Boots, then I would say he'd be able to come in with a Purification or a Repel. But other than that, it's just going to be GAs all across the board. Cheese is on the Wisp. So he'll be able to completely heal somebody up if they're getting taken low. If he actually does get the tether off. XCT is still leading the front line. He's got a plate mail here. Is that going to be an AC is the question. Maybe his own Shivas. His own Shivas would be pretty good too. Sylar again is a menace. He needs to be he needs to be Dennis. He needs to be dealt with, for sure. If he ever gets to a divine status, he just gets rid of the magic wand, gets a divine rapier, then this game is heavily in the LGD favor. Let's see. Graphs, Live Gaming controlling the gold just a bit by 6k. The XP though is the big thing. 20,000 XP ahead. Absolutely ridiculous. Can I see levels? Oops. Oh, get that here. Levels. Here it is. Boom. 24, 23. So XCT is still, despite you know how fast Medusa farms, how well she farms, he's been able to keep the XP up. He's been able to keep himself one level ahead of her at all times. And he's still 6,000 net worth behind. I mean, her net worth is huge. He's going into the back line here. Faith is just forced to use that Ghost Scepter onto himself. They're going out to MMY right now. Again, they force staff him away. Just zipping forward. His BKB has run out, though. Can he get MMY? Is he going to dive the fountain for this? It doesn't look like he can. He gets hexed up and forced to run back. XCD is still doing what he can to Sylar, but he's just too slow. His attack speed is too slow. The cheese is not used from Super. He cannot heal him up. He's put himself in a terrible position. Super is going to be looking to fall. The Ravage comes on through and hits 2. Hits 3, excuse me. XZ is going to get slowed up as well. This is going to be a full 5-man wipe, possibly. XC, he's going to be forced to TP on out. XCT comes back on up in a horrible position, gets CC to all hell, and that's going to be a 3 for none. LGD hold the high ground. Buybacks, boom. Oh wait, hold on, wrong button. Buyback status. We have only 2 members with it available right now. The Storm Spirit and the Wisp. Roshan's in 4.5 minutes. Thanks, game. Not what I need to know. But that's Rax. Without the damage of the Ursa, Storm Spirit's the only one who's going to be able to do damage, but he just gets CC'd all hell. He's got a 5-second BKB. He can't do anything. They just delay and force staff away. It's almost impossible to kill MMY. He just force staffs himself out of the vortex. And, oh no, that's the Tidehunter force staffing him out. In July is actually keeping LGD from just getting completely obliterated in these fights. If they lose MMY, they lose so much CC, so much burst. So his force staffs have been saving the freaking day. And now LGD are going to push high ground, get... Oh, nice little forecast, multicast, but they're going to get this melee Rax, and they're going to keep pressuring. And Yao, man, he's just been kept in this game. Look at these multicasts coming out. It's 6 times. XCT with the BKB, trying to do what he can to get into in July, but they just force staff him away, man. This force staff is the nightmare that light gaming we're not looking for. And now they just rotate on in up to the top as those barracks are exposed, and this is going to be 2 sets of Rax gone. And light gaming, man, this, oh, 4 times, but this is not looking good. This might be game. They couldn't deal with the Medusa. She's just too freaking strong. Ranger Rax going to take some damage, and then it's just going to be a matter of time until they push towards bot. Blink Dagger? What is that, a 53-minute Blink Dagger for the Tide now? Wow. That is the fastest Blink Dagger on Tide I've ever seen. What is this? This nonsense. In July. He's doing it. Sylar picked up a Mjolnir. Mjolnir. I'm dropping the base. I'm sorry, guys. I can't hold all this base. But he's still got the magic wand. If he just picks up a relic, I'd be happy. He'd be able to do so much more damage. And now, with supers in top and mid, it's just a matter of time till they go bot and just try to close this case, end this game. As, LGD, man, they persevered, they pushed through, they held on. They just didn't give up, ever. They were like, you know what, guys? Sylar's playing Medusa. It doesn't matter if Yao is behind, man. It's okay, man. It's okay, Yao. You could be 0715. I got you, man. Just get on my tail. Just ride my tail. Just get on my back, man. Look at me. I'm Medusa. Look at him go. Look at this guy. He is so strong. Oh, on the side though. What is this? This is a surprise gank. They didn't reward it. They didn't check it. This could be the time. Live gaming. Are you gonna be able to do it? Can you kill Yao? Can you kill MMY? That's the real question. Will it be answered this time on Dota Ball Z? We don't know. Here comes the initiation though. As they go for it, they're gonna go straight on into Yao. They try to get MMY. They do what they can to CC him up. They're gonna do all they can, but he gets it. Force staff again. These freaking force staffs. There's the Ravage on top of it. They do take down Yao though. He's worthless though. He's 0-7. There's the refresh on the force onto the Ravage. XCT is able to get out. XCT does not get out though. XCT is trying to do what he can to take down MMY. He's chasing him down. He's got a grudge against this poor little lion. He gets hit. He gets earth spiked. MMY picks up the kill. Are you kidding me? Lion goes crazy with that. He's gonna drain some mana off Super. Doesn't matter. Super just gets ignored. There's no buyback on anybody, I believe, and that's the game. GG's call by Lie. LGD, are you freaking kidding me? These force stabs were the game-deciding items, as well as the glorious Medusa play from Sylar. Yao, you had a tough game. Whatever, man. Just think about it for next time. That was some suboptimal play, but he helped out by just being there and being bait. But there you go. That's that's gonna be the third game of tonight. We have one more to go before I lose my mind, as it's gonna be. It is going to be Hyperchlora team taking on Invictus Gaming. So if you guys have any critique or criticism, or you like the cast, you can follow me on Twitter at EGADcast. It's currently 6 a.m. in the morning for me. We're like an hour behind because the games sometimes take a little bit longer to start. But that's it for this game. LGD come out on top, and they go 1-1 today. So stay tuned for the next game, guys. See you soon.